What's up, guys? Good to Great Cigars here. Coming back for our weekly cigar review. And if you haven't already, if you like the video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date with all the cigar reviews that we put out on a weekly basis for you. But this is your man Boris.
It's your boy Esteban.
And today we are going to smoke the La Palina Red Label. This is a brand new cigar that has just hit the shelves. It's a release from the IPCPR 2015 and looks like it's going to be a really good smoke.
Yeah, now let's talk about the overall appearance of it. Now, I think the label and the details that they have inside of it is just very stunning. It looks very nice, very pretty. It looks like it's going to be something exclusive. So, you know what I mean? The construction of it looks very, very nice as well. Not a real shiny wrapper.
Yeah, it's
or
not too
oily looking.
Not too oily.
But that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's going to be a great smoke. And it's going to be great in its own right. So, I mean, but as far as the label and everything, I mean, it just looks really, really nice.
Yeah, the La Palina, they do have some beautiful labels. It's got a nice gold embossed label. And it looks like it's might be like a triple cap or something just from looking at mine. But as far as the construction, just a beautiful looking cigar, like you said, La Palina quality. As far as the makeup of this cigar, so this has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, an Ecuadorian binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers. And you want to tell them where it was, where the cigar was produced at?
Actually, it was produced in the PDR factory in the Dominican Republic, and we're gonna let you know how it starts off. So,
Yep.
actually, I don't think Boris has cut his yet.
No.
I actually have, and the cold draw on this is just fantastic. It's making me really feel like it's gonna be a great smoke. So,
Go ahead and snip my cap.
it is straw-like. The smell of the foot is just really nice too.
Oh, beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful draw. Cold draw is just,
It's good. Well, at least that
Magnificent.
shows consistency.
yes, very good cold draw. As far as flavors,
You know what? I think I might
a little
take
bit of a
just
sweetness.
a little bit more.
And as far as the aroma from the foot, a little bit of a floral note. A little bit of a floral note.
Smells like a garden, kind of, right? Like a nice flower garden.
Yeah. All right. How's that draw? A little bit better? All right. So we'll go ahead and light this up, and we will come back to you with our thoughts. See you in a few. All right. So coming back with some initial thoughts. This cigar is the Toro size, which is a 6x50, 6 inches long, 50 ring gauge. And just for some initial thoughts, you can see the ash here. Nice ash. Kind of tight, not too tight. Yours looks a little bit darker, but mine's a little bit, as you can see, gray. Not a white, not like a, pure white ash, but very nice. I'm about to knock it off right now, but you can see it's about a little over an inch deep.
I'm trying to let mine hang on for as long as I can. I'll make a mess on me. I get a little bit of sweetness in there.
Yeah.
Right? Like a tad.
Yeah. It's a nice cigar. This is our first cigar of the day. and I would say that it's probably medium.
Yeah.
Would you say mild to medium so far? I mean, I know we're still just getting into it, but it's not. I wouldn't say that it's mild like some of the Connecticut shades that we've been smoking. Obviously, this is not a Connecticut shade wrapper, but it's more along the lines of medium body. Not too much strength.
I mean, it has a perfect amount to it. It's I mean, for me, this is my first cigar of the day, so therefore, this is a little bit rougher than I usually like to go, but it's not bad. I like it. I really enjoy the flavor from it. It's very, I don't know, I wouldn't say robust, but it's got a little bit of punch to it, and I like it. I don't hate it. The retro, it's a little bit, it's slightly peppery, but again, it's not bad. It's bearable. So those are my thoughts on that.
Yeah, on the retro just now, a little hint of spice coming out the nose, and by spice I just mean a little bit of a tingling that I'm getting on the retro, but very bearable. The retro, it's always nice when you can retro-hale a cigar because you can get all those flavors, different from a different aspect, right? Through your nose versus just from your mouth. But very nice.
I don't think there's a cigar that I smoke that I don't retro on.
Yeah, a little bit of as far as flavors, kind of sweet.
Right.
A little bit of I guess you could say like a nutty. You had mentioned earlier a little bit of a nutty.
It definitely does have that in there. I just can't pinpoint, but it has a little bit of the nutty flavor tones to it.
Very clean cigar. I mean, this is just a pleasure to smoke. I mean, it's been burning beautifully. The draw is just magnificent.
It's flawless, dude.
Yes, very nice. I mean, very pleasurable experience, especially here for the morning, like we mentioned. Good flavors. Yeah, it's a sweet cigar. Sweet tasting.
The overall construction to this is very well, I mean, it's really good. It's not burning as even as, Boris and I like, but that's neither here or there. As long as it's smoking nice and it's smoking the way, nice draw, good retro, good flavor, good construction. That's really what we look for in a cigar. The little minor stuff here and there, yeah, we can nitpick all we want, but overall, is a cigar good or is it great? That's pretty much what we do. So, that's what we focus on.
Mm-hmm. This is good. I mean, La Palina is one of those labels I think that you don't really hear too much about. I know that they're popular and a lot of people like them. It's the cigar is $10.50, so it's definitely a premium cigar, and I think it's it's been a very decent smoke. From good to great, it's up there in between good and great. So we'll see how it finishes up, but we're just now getting into about the second third, and we'll come back and give you some more thoughts.
So far, so good, people. Stay tuned.
All right, coming back. As you can see, I'm past the halfway mark, or I'm pretty much to the halfway mark, about to get to that label. About to remove the second label there. But once we got to the second third, and towards that halfway mark, there was an interesting hint of sweet chocolate that we're able to pick up. So very tasty, good transition.
Yeah, I was catching that that slight hint of sweetness too, man. Let me see.
As far as the burn goes, I haven't had to touch this cigar up at all. There was times where it started to look like it was going to burn a little bit uneven, like you can see there. But when I just let it go, I haven't had to touch this up. I haven't had to relight it or anything like that. It tends to even out on its own. So you can see that the wrapper was starting to hang off a little bit right there, but once you kind of just let it naturally take care of itself, it burns it off and comes out to be even. Very nice burn. What do you think about the transitions from the start to?
I think it's I think it's a complex stick. It definitely has its change in flavor and you know, other things like that. Like, okay, when it first started, it was spicy, a slight hint of pepper on the retro. When it got to the center part, I wasn't getting that too much anymore. It started to get a little bit sweeter, like you said, more on the cocoa. And the other thing that I'm noticing now is that now that I'm getting closer to where you're at, it's starting to get a little bit more spicy, but I don't hate it. It's still good. It's still full of flavor. I really like this stick. It's something that I could see myself buying more of, and probably letting them season out in my humidor.
Yeah, it's a very clean smoke too. The finish lasts for about, probably say 10 to 15 seconds after you take a puff, but it's very clean. It doesn't leave any kind of, tar-like aftertaste. None of that, is left on the lips. It's a very clean smoke.
That's true. No tar or any buildup or anything like that on the lips. It's you said it perfect. It's very clean. It's a clean smoke.
Very good, very tasty, especially for it being, the beginning of the day. You don't feel like a head rush. You don't feel like you're, smoked out or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice and pleasant.
And me personally, I love a long finish like that. 10 seconds. If it's more, great. You know what I mean? That I invite that, because when I smoke a cigar, I want to enjoy it. I want to be relaxed with it. I want to be able to hang out, have good conversations with people. If there's a good show on TV, lay back, on my little recliner here in the back lounge and just watch some and enjoy the fullness of a cigar.
And the experience.
Yeah, man, like that experience is it just takes it to another level. So the finish, when it lasts that long, at least for me, it's always a big plus in my book.
Mm-hmm. As far as the smoke output, you can see that when you're not, taking a draw off of the cigar, there's hardly any smoke output that's coming off of this right now. But then, it's lit. And, not too smoky at all. You can still see a little bit of smoke coming out of both ends.
Now, one thing that I will point out is that mine is doing a little bit of this tunneling, and you can see it pretty well here. That just started on me right now, and you can get the difference of the smoke. So that's probably the only negative thing that I can say about this particular cigar. It doesn't show it on his, so it's probably just this one. So don't let that steer you away from trying it. But
yeah, it could also be like how you light it.
Yeah, it's just our job to kind of point it out.
Sure. But a great smoke, La Palina Red Label.
I really like it.
Me too. All right, so let's go ahead and give it its rating.
It's my favorite part.
I would say, for the price, construction, draw, which draw contributes a lot.
That can make and break you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a great rating.
I think for what the points that he brought up, yes, great. Now, as for me, appearance, flavor, and everything like that goes, everything in between, it's a great cigar. So I think we have a great cigar.
Yep. La Palina Red Label IPCPR 2015 release. Great cigar. All right, y'all. Take care. We're going to sign off. Thanks for watching. Again, if you liked the video, give us that nice little thumbs up. Leave us some comments below. And also, please subscribe. We appreciate the following.
Definitely.
And we look forward to coming back to you guys next week for another good to great cigar review. Y'all take care.
Alrighty, guys.